What's up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. I got some hot, fresh, lightly seared news coming for you straight out the oven. 1 in 6 people in Australia owns crypto. So what is Australia doing to respond to this growing interest in cryptocurrencies in their country? Well, they're trying to develop their own cryptocurrency, which is a little bit misleading. They're not actually making their own version of Bitcoin. They're essentially using the disruptive blockchain technologies, leveraging them to digitize their fiat currency. So they're basically staying within their old economic model, or I guess you could say legacy model. Governments aren't very good at creating and scaling disruptive technologies. Would you rather get picked up at the airport from Uber or the Department of Transportation's mobile ride-sharing app? If you've been to the DMV website, you would know that government's strong suit isn't great tech. So when I hear about a government like Australia creating its own cryptocurrency, I immediately am skeptical of the value that this offers to the emerging space. So Australia is becoming aware of the increased interest in blockchain and cryptocurrency. Luckily, developers are light years ahead of governments. Uber is going to be much better than the Department of Transportation's mobile ride-sharing app. And so you can trust that the marketplace is creating the solutions that the governments are going to try and copy. So something that I focus on in this article is people's response to volatility, and how in Australia, a lot of people are moving away from traditional money because they're afraid it won't support them, and they're afraid that it will depreciate and be unreliable. So why would you move to cryptocurrency if you want to avoid volatility? Cryptocurrency markets are the most volatile markets ever. A coin could go 1,000x in 4 hours and then drop to 0 at hour 5. So when it comes to avoiding volatility, it's really fascinating that people would be moving to cryptocurrencies. So for me, that communicates that although the markets are very unstable and volatile in the cryptocurrency space, there's also a lot of stability, in my opinion, that is built into the technology that people believe in. And I think a lot of people believe, including myself, that the stability and the reliability of the technology is going to outperform and prove valuable in the long run in comparison to the technology that the fiat currency systems are built on, that the traditional money that we use every day is built on. So that divide in public consciousness is really fascinating to watch. And especially right now, with the emerging DeFi ecosystem, all of the money being pumped into this universe, I think $9 billion in that market. The volatile nature of DeFi is, I think right now, just accepted, and people just know that they are risking their money. And a question that comes to my mind is there anything ensuring stability in DeFi? And of course, whenever you have a need, whenever you have a problem that needs to be solved, innovation comes in to help solve those problems. And there's a really cool project right now. It's called CyberFi. So they have their own DEX, their own trading platform that mirrors, a centralized exchange in a way when we look at their white paper. So CyberFi is aiming to address a lot of the volatility issues that exist in the decentralized exchanges like Uniswap. And they're tackling the problem from a few different angles. It offers automation when it comes to staking and farming and different liquidity features. But it's also bridging this divide between the stability of the centralized exchanges and the features of decentralized exchanges. And for me, the most important thing that they offer is this Oracle bridge. Basically securing what they call the best trade value and reducing the volatility risk of trading in a DEX. So when you combine a user-friendly DEX and an automated trading system, and then when you have the multi-chain access like they do, so you can go between Polygon and Ethereum and the different DEXs that are built on top of these platforms, I just think it's a really fascinating project. So it's something to look out for and track. CyberFi.tech is where I found them. Yeah, really it's coming down to finding stability in a chaotic world. And I think humans always find ways to make themselves feel safe. And when humans don't feel safe, they will drop everything else to ensure that they feel more safe. I think what's happening in our world, especially in the monetary universe, people are wanting to make sure that the assets that they have, the things that they own, the money that they are holding will be secure. And they're also wanting to find more ways to profit. They're wanting to find more ways to trade and exchange and invest. And people want to be empowered. People want to live the life of their dreams. People want to design their own realities to their choosing. And I think a lot of the cryptocurrency trend is just reflecting and in response to a primal human urge to be happy, healthy, and free and safe. So as we look at these different projects that are looking to bring stability to volatility, that are looking to bring safety to an unsafe universe, especially in cryptocurrency and especially in DeFi, I think there's some really interesting investment opportunities there, some really fascinating and important work being done by these startups. Friends, family, thanks so much for tuning into this channel. I wish you all the best in your adventures, and I'll see you soon.